Peace, family. It's your brother, Marc Lamont Hill. We are here, day 189 of Israel's war on Gaza. That's right. Israel's war on Gaza has now stretched to day 189. And as always, right here on the channel, the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel, we are here to give you the latest information, latest updates, breaking it all down on what's going on in Israel's war on Gaza. And as always, we make sure to focus on the fact that it's not a war with the Palestinian people. It's not a war against terrorism. It's not a war for justice. It is a genocidal war. It is a war that is not just in Gaza, but it is on Gaza. And that is why we are here tonight to talk about all of it, to break it all down as clearly as possible. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I want to give you all some updates that begin right now with the humanitarian crisis. For those that don't know, there's a humanitarian crisis going on right now in Gaza that is beyond just the normal humanitarian crisis. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Thursday that Israel is preparing for scenarios in other areas besides Gaza. The word scenario is a very dangerous and ambiguous word. He says, whoever harms us, we will harm them. We are prepared to meet all the security needs of the state of Israel, both defensively and offensively. Now, this is not an abstract or generic or general statement. What he's referring to are the rising tensions with Iran following a strike on an Iranian diplomatic mission in Damascus, which is in Syria. In that strike, 7 people were killed, including 2 generals. We also want to talk about another thing from Thursday. Palestinian health officials said late last night that an Israeli airstrike killed Rudwan, who's the head of the police force in the Jabalia camp in the northern Gaza Strip. The Palestinian group Hamas also said that Rudwan was in charge of supervising the protection of the aid trucks or the convoys that were going in or attempting to enter Gaza in the north. On a whole other issue, on Thursday, USAID Chief Samantha Power became the first U.S. official to say publicly that there is a famine in northern Gaza. After she said that she agreed with a UN-backed assessment of hunger in the enclave. This is not a small thing. You're starting to get U.S. officials to acknowledge a famine. This shouldn't be difficult, right? We said there was a looming famine, or there was all the evidence of a famine, but no one has actually said there is a famine in the north. And the reason why it's important to acknowledge a famine in the north is because it once you do that, now you got to respond to some stuff. Now you got to deal with some stuff. Now you got to say, hey, there's a humanitarian crisis. How are we responding to it? How are we dealing with it? Is our hand forced to call for a ceasefire? Are we forced to demand that aid trucks be permitted to enter? Or do we hold people more accountable, both in terms of our interpersonal or internation relationship, but also at the UN, at the level of the UN? How do we respond in those places? How does our relationship change? How do those dynamics shift if there is an unabashed, unequivocal famine happening? Because now when Israel blocks things, it's evidence of a war crime, or any country, right? Now, well, obviously, whenever people are getting shot down in line while waiting in line for food, it's a war crime. But this is another level. The U.S. has been sort of creating a context to be able to at least pretend to be leveraging their power, leveraging its power against Israel, to force them to have a ceasefire, to force them to stop screwing up Biden's election chances. My man Mo said, and he's right, I did not give the numbers, and I always begin with the numbers, and I apologize for that. But the numbers say this, at least as of today: 33,634 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza. 33,634 as of right now, officially, and 76,214 have been injured in Israeli attacks on Gaza since October 7th. And also the death toll in Israel from Hamas's October 7th attacks stands at 1,139, with dozens of people who are still held captive. So those are the numbers. And again, Israel remains in high alert. The tensions certainly remain high. The army's on high alert because there's an expectation that Iran is going to attack. Now, that's Israel's argument. Who knows what's true and what's not true, but the fear of an Iranian attack will be used to heighten the security apparatus. It'll be used to repress more people and to physically harm more people. So we have to be very careful. When Israel's tensions are high about a foreign invasion, or the US's tensions are high, or France or Germany's tensions are high, I always get very, 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 very nervous. 5 people have been killed and more than 30 injured in an Israeli attack on central Gaza City, according to the Gaza Civil Defense Force. In addition, Israeli settlers have carried out multiple attacks across the occupied West Bank, killing 1 person, wounding several others, burning cars and homes, and shooting at Red Crescent escalators, ambulances. This is dangerous stuff, y'all. This is wild. We have to figure out a way to deal with it, to talk about it, but also to deal with it. Anyway, family, that's all we have for the update tonight. There's a lot more to be said, but we're going to do more of it tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, hit the like button if you appreciate the content. Hit the subscribe button, and of course, if you're so inclined, hit the join button. You can always buy memberships for other people as well, if you already have one. And Israel's war on Gaza reaching 189. It means it's going to reach to 190, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere at any time soon. We'll see a day 200, and it's heartbreaking. It's tragic. So everybody, make sure you manage what you watch. Make sure you engage in self-care. Make sure you manage and escape, so you're not always doing something heavy. But again, hit the like button, hit the join button if you're so inclined, or drop something in the Cash App at MLHTV. Anyway, family, I'll see y'all again soon. Peace.